is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Sutton now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger will throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
We're scoreless after 1. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. A 15-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
On the give, this is Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Roethlisberger's throw complete there to Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Roethlisberger here finding Johnson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Brady now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Brady. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Brady. Steps away to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And that'll do it for the end of this. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he rifles one incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Brady's throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. He's checking.
Now a give right side. Mitchell. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From the 39, Roethlisberger. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown, and so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Touchdown! It's complete. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. Important extra point up and through. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tom Brady in the offense, trailing 14-13, a minute 36 to go. And they need at least 30 yards, you'd have to think, here to move the football to have a shot. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. To throw is Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Brady. Dancing to his left. Shifts past him at the 45, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Brady being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now Roethlisberger. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And quickly another first down, but tackled inbounds. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ben. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. All right, you did it. You got